Did you know the average driver in the UK spends nearly 4 years of their life sitting in traffic? 4 years. Now imagine if just a fraction of that time could be flipped into something that makes you fitter, wealthier, and happier, all without needing to find more hours in the day. Welcome to the Big Daddy's Big Tips podcast, the daily podcast helping everyday people go from feeling stuck to building momentum, confidence, and freedom, one small daily step at a time. This is not a podcast about hacks or hustle, it's about the power of habit-driven lifestyle design, where your health, wealth, and happiness are upgraded slowly and sustainably through what you do today, what you do tomorrow, and what you do the day after that. Because it is not the handful of big decisions that shape your life. It's the thousands of tiny ones you make each and every day. What you eat, how you move, what you buy, what you say yes to, who you spend time with, how you react to situations. Ultimately, it's about what I like to call your daily wins versus your daily drifts. Because every single decision that you make in your day creates a ripple effect. That ripple will either be a positive one, taking your life in the right direction, or a negative one, taking your life in the wrong direction. The right direction takes you towards a future you that's flourishing and thriving. The wrong direction results in you feeling stuck. And feeling stuck will mean different things to different people. It could be constant tiredness. It could be struggling with sleep. It could be not liking the reflection you see in the mirror. It could be the aches and pains that just don't go away, or lacking the energy to do the things that you want to do. It could be living paycheck to paycheck, never quite getting on top of your debt, struggling to budget or struggling to save, or feeling like your earning potential is capped. Maybe it's knowing that you should invest for the future, but never quite getting round to taking any action. Being stuck can often be about what's missing on the inside. It could be a lack of purpose. It could be low self-worth. It could be strained relationships, stress, anxiety, feeling like you're just going through the motions, or even struggling to be present with the people that you care about. The truth is, whatever form stuck takes, it feels heavy. It slows you down. It clouds your decisions. And it convinces you that change has to be too big or too overwhelming. But what I would like you to know, and what this podcast is all about, is that you don't need a dramatic leap to escape feeling stuck. You just need to start redirecting your life journey by changing your ripple effects, and we can do this one daily win at a time. Because whether your ripple effects are currently working for you or against you, they will be invisible at first, and they'll be barely noticeable after a few weeks. But as the months and years roll by, they become too big to ignore. And where you find yourself today is the result of your life journey thus far. You've been taken on that journey because of the ripples that you have created. And the ripples that you've created have been the result of the thousands of micro decisions you've made each day. The decisions you've made each day, amongst other things, are the result of how well primed your body has been on those days. Or as I like to refer to it, how well primed your vessel has been. Look after your vessel, and making good decisions is easy. Choosing the daily wins is easy. Allow your vessel to build up rust, on the other hand, and you will find yourself more easily distracted by, more easily tempted by, the bad daily decisions, the daily drifts. And I know what you might be thinking. Maybe you've tried to change before, but you started too big, or you focused on one area of your life whilst the others slipped away. Maybe you think change has to be dramatic, or that you have to wait for the perfect time. Those are some of the same false beliefs I had to break for myself, because the truth is, the smallest daily shifts, when stacked the right way, can change everything. And the beauty of the Big Daddy's Big Tip system is that you don't need to change everything. You just need to start priming your vessel a little bit better. Guard what goes into your body, prioritize how you move your body, and prioritize how you rest your body. And every tip you hear from me is part of that system, part of that journey that will help you better prime your vessel so that you can start shifting from daily drifts to daily wins, from noise to clarity, from feeling stuck to feeling free. Because the Big Daddy's Big Tip movement is not just about saving money, and it's not just about getting fit. It's about creating a life that you can feel proud of by breaking down the overwhelming life changes into the achievable, and by getting there one daily step at a time. So let's dive into today's tip. Imagine your morning commute. For many people, it means sitting in a car, crawling through traffic, getting frustrated before the day has even had a chance to start. Now imagine instead walking to a bus stop or a train station, getting some fresh air, clocking up 1,000 steps before you've even reached your desk. Today's tip is this. Always try and use public transport instead of driving, and use it as an opportunity to get your steps in. A very small shift with very big ripples. It will touch your body, your bank account, and your mood. Most people think of public transport as just a way to get from A to B. But in reality, it can become a lifestyle habit that reshapes your health, your wealth, and your happiness. And here's how. When I started swapping car rides for train journeys a few times a week, I wasn't thinking about health or money. Honestly, I was just sick of traffic. But what I noticed surprised me. Step count starts skyrocketing without trying. Energy levels stayed constant. Even started enjoying the transition time using the walk to the station to decompress, or the train ride to read something or listen to something uplifting. What began as a way to avoid frustration turned into one of my most valuable daily wins. Walking to and from bus stops or train stations easily adds 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day. That's enough to lower your risk of cardiovascular disease, improve your blood sugar control, and strengthen muscles and bones over time. If you're stuck in a sedentary job, this movement can quite literally be a lifesaver. And don't overlook the mental health boost. Exposure to daylight in the morning helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which means better sleep every evening. Moving your body before work also triggers endorphins, making you calmer, sharper, and more resilient to stress throughout the day. As for your wealth, this is where it gets powerful. The average cost of running a car in the UK is over £3,000 a year. Fuel, insurance, tax, servicing, parking, depreciation. Public transport, by comparison, can slash that in half or more depending on where you live. Even if you only swap a few journeys a week, you're going to save the fuel, you're going to save the wear and tear on your vehicle. And here's the kicker. Every pound not spent on petrol or parking is a pound that can be redirected towards something more meaningful for you. Investments, debt repayment, or just having less financial stress each month. It's not just a commute, it's a chance to reallocate your resources to what really matters. Instead of sitting behind the wheel, gripping it tighter with every traffic jam, public transport gives you freedom. Freedom to read, to listen to a podcast, to people watch, to simply breathe. That sense of reclaimed time is invaluable. And there's also a social ripple here. You will encounter other people on buses, on trains. Sometimes that's small talk, but sometimes it's simply the feeling of being part of the rhythm of your community instead of isolated in your own metal box. We are wired for connection, and even these tiny doses of it can feed our sense of belonging. This is a micro shift that can transform daily life. Each walk to the station is another step towards vitality. Each pound saved is another brick in your financial foundation. Each calmer commute is another drop of happiness in your day. And that's what Big Daddy's Big Tips is all about. Stacking small choices that end up rippling out across your entire life. If you'd like to lock this habit in and see the impact it could actually have on your life, I'd recommend getting a free copy of my Big Daddy's Foundation Blueprint. It's more than just a tracker. It's a system that will show you how small daily actions, just like this, stack up over time across your health, your wealth, and your happiness. You can use it to track your daily wins, you can use it to spot your current daily drifts, and you can use it to watch your momentum build week by week. Because when you see it written down, when you measure the ripple, that's when it really starts to sink in. That's when it becomes part of who you are. You can get your free copy from the link in my bio on Instagram, from my website, or from the show notes below. So if today's tip has got you thinking, please feel free to share it. Not just online, but with someone in your life who might need it too. Because real change spreads when we pass it on, and your unique ripple effect may just be sparked when you have that conversation and share your new knowledge. Even better, try explaining the tip in your own words to someone that you know. Because if you can teach it, you are far more likely to remember it. And if you'd like the full breakdown of this tip, with all of the extra examples and the bonus strategies and a free downloadable guide to help you actually implement it into your unique life, head over to Instagram, drop me the keyword in the show notes below this episode, and I will send you the free guide directly. This, combined with a copy of my foundation blueprint, will stand you in very good stead for ingraining this tip into your life. So if this episode has sparked anything for you, come and hang out with me at Instagram, come and hang out with me on TikTok. You'll find me there every day at Big Daddy's Big Tips, sharing simple, high-impact tips to simultaneously boost your health, wealth, and happiness with just one small daily win at a time. You'll also find weekly bingo cards to keep you motivated, free downloads to dive deeper and make change easier, weekly go-lives that feel like a proper pep talk, and more honest chats, just like this. Make sure you're following so you don't miss the next tip that could change everything. And if you've tried any of my tips so far, I would love to hear from you. Please send me a DM. Please tag me in your progress. This is just the beginning. And I want you to know how proud I am of you. And I want you to know that you are not going on this journey alone. If you need any help or are unsure in any way about implementing this tip or the benefits it can offer, reach out and I will be in touch to help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And please remember, your future does not change in one big leap. It changes in the next small step you take today. So why not start right now? Prime that vessel, create the positive ripple effects, enjoy a truly life-changing journey, one small daily step at a time. I end each episode by asking you a question that you can answer in the comments below, and today's question is this. If you swapped one car journey this week for public transport, what would you do with the extra steps and the extra time that you gained? Think about it. Let me know what springs to mind. Drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Big love, Big Daddy.